Rose with All the Books, and I'm here to do the Burden of Proof tag. Brita Bohler created this so that we could all celebrate Jaclyn from 6 Minutes for Me, who just found out that she passed the bar here in the States, and we're so excited for her. So Brita, who is also a lawyer, has created this tag with lawyerly prompts to help us help Jaclyn celebrate this grand occasion. Yes, and I'm doing a bit of a spin on mine because I've been watching Read with Cindy this weekend. She's my new favorite. I'm laughing so much, but she's also very insightful and deep and all that jazz too. I love it. So she has an Asian readathon coming up in May to celebrate Asian Heritage Month. Don't quote me on that. I mean, I know it's happening. I just don't know the specific names of all these things because I'm not prepared. I could never be a lawyer. Anyway, let's just dive right in. And if it gets noisy, I'm sorry. I know none of us are here for my filming quality anyway, but my neighbor across the street is putting more rocks on his house because he didn't have enough already, okay? Okay, so prompt number 1 is billable hours, a book where money plays an important role. Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. So, yeah. I just finished the 3rd in this series and loved it. I thought he just took the 3rd one up to the next level, but I totally enjoyed the first one as well. These are very lighthearted, tongue-in-cheek, poking fun, but also just really real people with real problems, surprisingly. So, totally entertaining. Loved the movie as well, and looking forward. I hear there's going to be a sequel. So yes, highly recommend these if you're in for some fun times. Crazy Rich Asians and the trilogy as a whole as well. Loved them. Number 2 is, I can't read these either. Pacta sunt Selvanda. I can't read my writing either. Servanda. Sorry. There's an R in there. This one is a modern classic with a legal twist that everyone should read. Now, Brita, since she created the tag and went first, she called dibs on To Kill a Mockingbird, but we all know how I feel about that book. Anyway, luckily, there is an Asian lit book that came through for me. The Garden of Evening Mist by Tan Tuan Eng. This was the winner of the Man Asian Literary Prize, a finalist for the Man Booker. I just read this recently, I think in January or February, early February, but I found it absolutely fabulous. It is set in Malaysia, I believe, and there is a Japanese, like an emperor quality. He worked for the emperor gardener, and he is living there in Malaysia, and obviously this is post World War II. Obviously there is tension there with the Chinese living there as well, and the main character here ends up through the course of her life working for the Supreme Court in Malaysia. And so yes, there are definitely some legal twists in this book, and I just found it really beautiful. So highly recommend this one as well. This one is if you're in the mood for a little bit deeper and more literary. Yes. Number 3, construction law. This is Jaclyn's specialty. So again, yay Jaclyn. Okay, so this one is a book in which you are dazzled by the complex structure. For that one, I'm going with Human Acts by Hong Kong. I loved this book, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous, so beautiful, but the story, the literary merit is just stellar. And what I liked about this one, as far as the construction of the novel, if you read the back where the translator has some notes on the text, maybe it's in the front, I don't know. But the translator explains how she used point of view to deliver the author's thoughts and structures from the Korean. And so, you know, first person, second person, third person. And we don't often get second person, and to do it well is even harder. But the chapter with the second person point of view in here, oh my gosh, this is just, I loved this. It was right up my alley. This one's extremely literary and more poetic, kind of, you know what I mean? One of those. It's set around the, what was that called? It's in South Korea, sorry, but just that uprising. Yeah. Anyway, I thought this one was just stunning. Stunning. It was one of my favorite books the year it came out. And sorry, getting out of order. Number 4, the Franklin Rule of Evidence. And I will link Brita's video below, obviously, so you can hear her explain these terms better. But I'm just going with the prompt part. The Franklin Rule of Evidence is an unreliable narrator. And for that one, I'm going with Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. I read this one this year as well and found it very charming. It's about a woman working in a convenience store past when society thinks that she should be. In other words, it was an okay job for her when she was in college, but now she's 30 and still working there, and her parents especially do not approve. But this isn't exactly an unreliable narrator, but her personality with society, she kind of marches to the beat of her own drummer, obviously. So her thought patterns are a little bit different from what you would expect from, you know, the average character. So yeah, highly enjoyed that one as well. Number 5, Roe vs. Wade, a strong female character. For that one, I'm going with My Year of Meats by Ruth Ozeki. I read most of these this year because I focused on Japan and Korea in January. So, yes, Ruth Ozeki. I read her last year, A Tale for the Time Being, and enjoyed it. And then I'd found this one at the used bookstore and decided to read it and loved it. Unexpected how much I loved it. But the main character, her voice is so strong. She is trying to get into filmmaking and documentarian, I don't know the word, but yes. So she lands this gig working for the Japanese television beef imports. But she's doing documentaries in the States. And so she's trying to put a humanistic spin on it, so it's entertaining for the viewers. But she ends up discovering all these environmental factors that are not healthy. And then, but that's not all it's about. There's a great storyline with her. She was adopted to a white family, and or not, she wasn't adopted, but her father was white, sorry. But there's just all of these situations where she doesn't quite fit in, and her new love interest, I just found that part just so lovely, absorbing, fun. I liked it a lot. Okay, number 6, Grand Jury. So this is a book with a grand set of characters. The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. If you've not read Amy Tan yet, what are you waiting for? She is a fabulous author. This is the book that started her career, the one she is most well known for. Excerpts from this book are always popping up in high school, middle school, even college texts, and with good reason. This one is just so brilliant. It's Chinese, I guess during the post-war crisis, but Amy Tan focuses on, I guess, pre-war. Anyway, Amy Tan focuses so well on family dynamics, especially with mothers and daughters. And this one, she focuses on 4 older women in a mahjong circle and their daughters, and the inner relationships between them. Some of them are related, some of them are just close friends, and how the girls are transitioning through their late elementary and teen years with the fitting in with their families. And here in the States, they've immigrated, and yeah, it's just really good. It was originally written as kind of interconnected short stories, but it's definitely a novel, and it's just beautiful. Really good book. Really good. Then number 7, Malpractice, an unlikable character. The Orphan Master's Son by Adam Johnson. This one is a Pulitzer Prize winner, set in North Korea, and the boy has grown up in an orphanage, but it's his father running the orphanage. Not too cool a guy. There's some drama with Kim Jong-il, and yeah, he's not he's an unlikable character, right? So yeah, this was a really good book as well. And then now we get to the bonus round, and we're going to jump continents for this one because it's specific to South Africa. And for this one, I'm going to recommend 2. That would be Born a Crime by my guy, Trevor Noah. I don't need to say anymore. I always mention him, but I love him so much. It's a great memoir. And then the other one is Hum If You Don't Know the Words. I don't remember the author at the moment, but let me say it again. Hum If You Don't Know the Words. I have loaned both of those to one of my coworkers who reads a lot, and she started out with Hum If You Don't Know the Words. She's reading it right now. She's probably almost done, and she has gushed on 2 separate occasions already to me about how fabulous this book is. So don't take my word for it. Take a junior English teacher's word for it. She is loving it. Hum If You Don't Know the Words, okay? And then the last one is Animals in an Unusual Setting. I'm going to jump back to Asia, The Traveling Cat Chronicles. This one is also set in Japan. I read in January, I believe. And this cat is traveling in a van with the owner, who is trying to find a new home for the cat for reasons. And so they go meet all of his old friends and try to find someone who can adopt the cat, but a lot of it is told from the cat's perspective, if not all of it, you know. I don't remember, but I enjoyed it a great deal. So yeah, and then I'm gonna tag a few people, and I've just like grabbed some people who were at the top of my viewing list recently. Not much thought into this because I've got 2 more tags I need to film hopefully today, so there'll be more of you being tagged. Never you fear. Okay, so I'm gonna tag Bookish, Lindsay's Book Life, My Reading Days, My Reading Life, Eric Carl Anderson, and Mel's Bookland Adventures. Old buddy, old pal. So yes, congratulations again, Jaclyn. We're so happy for you. Although we're worried that now that you be working full time and will only have 6 minutes to yourself, that only leaves like 2 minutes for booktube. Anyway, I know you will find the time to hang out with us still. I'm just going to be quiet because I'm rambling now. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will be back soon with more tags and other things. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.